Hi, welcome to another episode of Serge For Real Market Updates. That's the latest news about housing market. Have you questioning your plans to sell your house? If so, I believe perspective is the key. First, there are fewer homes for sale than pre-pandemic years. While the supply of homes available for sale has increased this year compared to last year, we're still nowhere near what's considered a balanced market. A recent article from Calculated Risk helps put this year's increased inventory into context, as you can see in the graph. It shows supply this year have surpassed 2021 levels by over 30%, but the further back you look, the more you'll understand the big picture. Compared to 2020, we're just barely above the level of inventory we saw then. And if you go all the way back to 2019, the last normal year in real estate, we're roughly 40% below the housing supplies we had at the time. So why does this matter to you? When inventory is low, there's still demand for your house because there are just not enough homes available for sale. So the second point is this: homes are still selling faster compared to prior normal years. And while homes are not selling as quickly as they did a few months ago, the average number of days on the market before properties sell is still well below the pre-pandemic norms, largely because inventory again is so low. The second graph shows data from Realtors Confidence Index by NAR illustrate this trend. As the graph shows, the pre-pandemic numbers, which is shown in blue, are higher than those we saw during the pandemic, as shown in green. That's because the average days on the market started to decrease as homes sold at a record pace during the pandemic. Most recently, due to the cool down in the housing market, the average days on the market have started to increase slightly, as shown in the orange bars, but are still far below the pre-pandemic norm. So what does this mean for you? While it may not be as fast as it was a couple of months ago, homes are still selling much faster than they did in more normal pre-pandemic years. And if you price it right, your home could still go under contract quickly. So the third and last point, buyer demand has moderated and is now in line with more typical years. So buyer demand has softened this year in response to rising mortgage rates. But again, perspective is the key. Receiving 3 to 5 offers like sellers did during the pandemic is not the norm. As the graph shows, it uses data from NAR going back to 2018 to help tell the story of this shift over time. As you can see on this last graph, before the pandemic, it was typical for homes sold to receive roughly 2 to 3 offers, as shown in the blue bars. As the market heated up during the pandemic, the average number of offers skyrocketed as record low mortgage rates drove up demand, as shown in the green bars. But most recently, the number of offers on homes sold today, which shown in orange, has started to return to pre-pandemic levels as the market cools from the frenzy. So what's the bottom line? Buyer demand has moderated from the pandemic peak, yes, but it hasn't disappeared. The buyers are still out there, and if you price your house at the current market value, you still be able to sell your house today. So if you have questions about selling your house in today's housing market, let's connect. Thank you and have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.